morning, teachers and my fellow students. My name is Ogidi Educational Zone in SS3A. I'm here to present a speech on the topic cervical cancer. Before I proceed, it's important to all know what the service is all about. The cervix is part of the female reproductive organ. It is also called the neck, that is the uterus, that connects it to the vagina, just like how the neck connects the human body to the head. Now, what is cervical cancer? Cervical cancer is the abnormal growth of cells in the cervix. There are risk factors or causes of this cervical cancer, and these factors include the factors that lead to the transmission of the human papillomavirus, that is the HPV virus. Now, number one of these factors include early sexual stage of first sexual intercourse. Number two, having multiple sex partners. Number three, smoking. Number four, having children, usually more than 4. Number 5, low immunity. Low immunity can lead to cervical cancer. That is, we all are here now. We need to boost our immunity. That is taking drugs that can boost your immunity to avoid cervical cancer. Then number 6 is lack of regular cervical screening test. Now there are also the signs and symptoms of this cervical cancer. Now, the signs and symptoms of this cervical cancer tends to appear when the cervical cancer has reached an advanced stage. That is, you die. The signs and symptoms of this cervical cancer do not appear steady. It appears when the cervical cancer has reached an advanced stage, and that's what we call the final stage of this virus. And number 1 of these signs and symptoms is intermenstrual bleeding during sexual intercourse. Number 2 is fatigue or tiredness. We have loss of appetite, weight loss. Then number 3 of it is Number 3 is also like it will tiredness, yes, fatigue, and also headache, persistent headache. Now, there are preventions on how we can prevent this cervical cancer. And number 1 of this prevention is what we call lifestyle modification. Now, this lifestyle modification involves abstaining from premarital sex. That is the number 1 thing. And number 2 is not having children, usually more than 4. Then abstaining from smoking or tobacco. Now, vaccination, that is the second preventive measures. This vaccination can help to prevent this cervical cancer. But once the virus is being contacted with this vaccination, it cannot be treated. Then number 3 is what we call screening test. This screening test can help detect cervical cancer. Now, if you are going for screening test, you can be given drugs that can help prevent this cervical cancer. And we have the 3 main types of screening tests. Number 1 is what we call conventional screening test. It can also be called pap test. Now, this pap test is one mostly known in Nigeria and one popularly used all over the world. Then number 2 is what we call visual inspection with acetic acid. Number 3 is HPV virus. That is testing for high risk of this HPV virus. Thank you all for listening.
But before I proceed, I would like to define the term breast cancer. Breast cancer can be defined as abnormal growth of cells in the breast. But I know that many of us will be asking, how can cells grow abnormally? Yes, I'll put an answer to that. Breasts grow abnormally when they decay. So in other words, breast cancer can be defined as decaying of cells in the breast. But I want you to note that when breast cancer is being detected early, it can be cured. And what are the symptoms of this breast cancer? Number 1 is redness of the skin. Number 2 is pain under the armpit. Number 3 is rashes around the breast. Number 4 is black dots in the nipple of the breast. Scientifically, breast cancer is subdivided into 2 types. Number 1 is ductal carcinoma, which the ductal carcinoma begins from the breast, from the milk duct, and it's also the most common breast cancer ever. Number 2 is the lobular carcinoma. This is the kind of breast cancer that begins in the lobulus. We have different factors affecting breast cancer. Number 1 is the gender factor, which implies that female are more prone to having breast cancer than male, because the probability rate of breast cancer to male is just 1%. in essence, it is just rare. Number 2 factor is the age factor, which implies that female above 20 years are more prone to breast cancer. Then in male above 50 years, they are also prone to breast cancer. Number 3 factor is the genetic factor, which implies that this breast cancer can flow through the gene. For example, Nkechi's great-grandmother gave birth to Nkechi's grandmother, and Nkechi's grandmother gave birth to Nkechi's mother, and Nkechi's mother gave birth to Nkechi. If Nkechi's grandmother is a breast cancer victim, it is scientifically Nkechi is at risk of having breast cancer. Other factors implies much intake of alcohol, stress, exposure to radiation. Then we have the ways of reducing breast cancer. Number 1 is through the breast cancer screening examination, also known as mammogram. This is just the consistent checkup of suspicious lumps in the breast. Number 2 is health education. This health education empowers the females on breast awareness. What do I mean by breast awareness? This is just the teaching of female the symptoms of breast cancer and also the techniques that can be used to detect this breast cancer. Other ways are exercises, reducing the intake of alcohol. Then this breast cancer have myths. Number 1 is that it is not done by black magic, and number 2, it is not a virus, neither can it be a disease, but it's just the decaying of cells in the breast. I guess